In a peaceful but small town called Noorabad lived a boy named Ibrahim Hassan. Ibrahim was a kind, intelligent, and hard-working student. He studied in class 9 at the local government school. Teachers loved him because he was respectful, and students admired him because he always helped others, but Ibrahim's life was not easy. His father, Hassan Ali, was a tailor who worked in a tiny shop near the town's old market. Every day he stitched clothes for people from morning until late evening. The income was small, but he always tried his best to provide for his family. Ibrahim's mother, Aisha, was a caring woman who always encouraged Ibrahim to study since childhood. Ibrahim had one big dream. He wanted to become an engineer and create things that could help people. Ibrahim was not like other children. He was always curious about how things worked. When a fan stopped working at home, instead of ignoring it, Ibrahim would carefully open it and examine the wires and parts. One day his mother asked him with a smile, "Why do you always open broken things?" Ibrahim replied, "Because every broken thing is a puzzle, Ami. If I understand it, maybe I can fix it." His mother laughed and said, "Just make sure you can put it back together again." Ibrahim's daily routine was very busy. He woke up early in the morning, offered his prayers, helped his mother with small chores, and then walked almost 3 kilometers to reach school. At school he listened carefully to every lesson. His favorite subjects were science and mathematics. His teachers noticed that whenever a difficult question appeared, Ibrahim was always the first one to try solving it, but after school, Ibrahim did not go home to rest. Instead, he went to his father's tailoring shop. There he helped with many tasks: organizing clothes, delivering stitched dresses, cleaning the shop, writing orders in a small notebook. Sometimes customers would say, "Why is such a smart boy working here? He should only focus on studies." His mother rushed into the room and was surprised to see the glowing lamp. "Subhanallah! You made this?" she asked proudly. Ibrahim smiled and said, "This is only the beginning." A few days later, Ibrahim's science teacher Mr. Rahman announced a class project competition. Every student had to create something useful. Many students brought charts and models. When Ibrahim placed his small solar lamp on the table, some students whispered, "What is this tiny thing?" But when the classroom lights were turned off and Ibrahim switched on his solar lamp, the room filled with light. Everyone was amazed. Mr. Rahman looked at Ibrahim proudly and said, "This project shows creativity, determination, and purpose." Ibrahim's project was selected for the district science competition. At the competition, students from many schools came with advanced models and expensive equipment. For the first time, Ibrahim felt nervous. His project was simple and made mostly from recycled materials. But when the judges asked him questions, Ibrahim confidently explained how solar energy works, why it is useful for villages, how his lamp could help people without electricity. The judges were impressed not only by his invention but also by his purpose. At the end of the event, the results were announced. First prize goes to Ibrahim Hassan from Noorabad School. The crowd applauded loudly. Ibrahim could hardly believe it. The news spread across the town. Teachers, neighbors, and even strangers congratulated him. A local newspaper wrote an article titled, "The Young Student Who Brought Light with His Ideas." But for Ibrahim, this success was not the end. It was the beginning of a bigger dream. He continued studying hard, eventually earning a scholarship to study electrical engineering at a university. Years later, Ibrahim created affordable solar lighting systems for villages without electricity. Thousands of homes were able to light their nights because of his work. But Ibrahim never complained. He believed helping his family was also his responsibility. One evening while returning home, Ibrahim noticed something troubling. The street near his house was completely dark because the street light had been broken for months. People were struggling to walk safely at night. Some elderly people even slipped because they couldn't see the road properly. Be lights that work without electricity. He wondered. That night he could not stop thinking about the problem. Suddenly an idea came to his mind. What if I create a solar-powered lamp that charges in the sunlight and gives light at night? He knew it would not be easy. He had never built something like that before. But Ibrahim loves challenges, and so his journey began. The biggest problem was money. Solar parts and batteries were expensive, but Ibrahim did not give up. He visited repair shops and asked for broken electronic parts. Sometimes people laughed and said, "What will you do with this junk?" But Ibrahim politely replied, "I want to learn from it." Slowly he collected old batteries, broken wires, small solar panels from damaged calculators, switches and bulbs. Every night after finishing work at his father's shop, Ibrahim would sit in a corner of his small room and experiment. Sometimes the wires burned. Sometimes the battery died. Sometimes the lamp did not work at all. Many nights he felt tired and discouraged. One night he even said to himself, "Maybe this is impossible." But then he remembered his father's words, "Son, success is not about how many times you fail. It is about how many times you stand up again." Those words gave him strength. After many weeks of experiments, something amazing finally happened. One evening Ibrahim connected the wires, placed the small solar panel near the window during the day, and waited until night. When darkness filled the room, he pressed the switch of the lamp turned on. A warm bright light filled the room. Ibrahim jumped with excitement. "I did it," he shouted. One day Ibrahim returned to the same dark street where he once got his idea. This time he installed several solar street lights there. The street that was once dark was now bright and safe. Children could play outside, and people could walk without fear. Standing there, Ibrahim smiled and whispered to himself, "Every big change starts with one small idea." Sparkle's moral of the story: hard work can defeat any difficulty. Small ideas can create big changes. Never give up on your dreams, no matter how hard the journey becomes.